Be seated in a meditative position and focus your attention on yogic breathing. And continue to focus your attention on your breathing till we start the class officially. We chant Om 7 times. Say to yourself, I'm chanting Om, creating a protective energy around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I'm creating my protection in 3 layers. Outer layer consisting of 6 friendly creatures, an elephant behind, a peacock in front, a tiger on the right, a lion on the left, an eagle above, and a black tortoise below. Inside of that, the ring which has balls of fire, all the balls are being lit. A firewall is going up all around, protecting me from all external negative influences, and antibodies and viruses. The third layer of protection is from the subtle energy of the sound Om. Take your attention to your cervix, 4 petal lotus, color red. Take a deep breath in. Take your attention to the spinal terminus at the coccyx bone, 6 petal lotus, orange color, increase pitch. Take a deep breath in. Take your attention behind the navel, 10 petal lotus, color yellow, increase pitch. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness behind the heart center, 12 petal lotus, color green, increase pitch. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness behind the throat pit, 16 petal lotus, color blue. Take a deep breath in, increase pitch. Take your awareness behind the eyebrow center, 2 petal lotus, color indigo, increase pitch. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to the center of the top of the head, 1000-petal lotus, color white, increase pitch, take a deep breath in. Peace invocations. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadidamastu Ma Viddishavahai Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra, interlacing the fingers, left and thumb up, right and index finger and thumb around the left and thumb, hands near the chest. Join me in making your statement of purpose. First, visualize the person to whom you pray normally in front of you. Feel divine golden rays emanating from that person, penetrating each and every pore in your skin, energizing each and every cell in your body, restoring you to pristine, healthy condition. Now offer your respects to him or her. And then follow in making the statement of purpose. I am chanting to benefit from sound energy. Chanting every day helps me maintain the best of health, mentally and physically. All the brain cells and the body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health, and I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside me in your effulgent form. Om Triyambakam Yajamade Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamade Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Yajamade Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkamiva Bandhanan Mrityormukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Very gently disengage your hands, keep them on your knees, and be absolutely mobile. And in that state of immobility, be aware that when the body is steady, the mind becomes steady. Observe your thoughts. And the mind has to be steady for the body to be steady as well. Feel completely grounded to Mother Earth. Feel confident that she will always provide you for all your necessities in this world. Feel a surge of energy penetrating from my Mother Earth into your body. energizing each and every cell in your body. Giving you a unique confidence to face up to all external circumstances, be they pleasant or unpleasant. Very gently open your eyes. We'll get ready for today's practice. You will be lying down on your back. This practice is based on practices advocated by Moshe Feldenkrais. It's a very relatively simple practice. Practically everyone can practice, but it has got very good effect on toning the muscles. So you will be spreading the legs out. You will be spreading the hands behind you, and your right hand will be on the same line as your left leg. The left hand on the same line as the right leg. So your body will look like a cross if somebody were to look from above. Now in this position, pay attention to your body. Start with your heels, how the heels are touching the ground. Is the entire feet lying on the ground by the side, or is it erect? What is the pressure between the heels and the ground? How much of the foreleg is touching the ground? Is the back of the knees touching the ground? What is the pressure between the buttocks and the ground? What about the thighs? Are they touching the ground completely? Then bring attention to your spinal cord. Start with the coccyx bone, tailbone, lumbar vertebrae, thoracic vertebrae, and cervical up to the neck. How many of them are touching the ground? Try and see which ones are not touching the ground, and try and see how much of it is above the ground. What I mean is how much is the gap vertebrae and the ground. If your intention was to completely relax the body, all those vertebrae should be touching the ground. If they are not, it means involuntarily some muscles are holding up those vertebrae. So just become aware of which ones are being held up. And later on, we will see whether any improvement has happened after the practices. Then very slowly turn to the side and sit up. Turn to the side and sit up. Make a mental intention of relaxing the entire body. See if there is any tightness in any part of the body and mentally relax that part. And then, having made that intention, once again, very slowly lie down and come back to the same cross position. Now, in this position, once again, scan the body and see whether your intention to relax made any difference in the way the spinal cord vertebrae are touching the ground. Any change between the previous one. Just make a note of it. And now, very slowly, I will show it to the other side. I'm showing you my right side now. Very slowly, from the shoulder, try to start lifting the arm up. In the first round, maybe it will come up to the elbow. Then very slowly bring it back. In the second round, take it a little more till it goes up to the wrist, and then bring it back slowly. And then very slowly let it go up to the wrist and let the fingers come up from the ground slowly. And then very slowly take it down. And then do this 10 times. Start. Bring it down very slowly. Bring down the hand very slowly. Slowly 10 times with complete awareness. See what happens to the backside of the body. See the shoulder girdle muscles, how they are contracting when the hand is coming up. And when you are slowly releasing it down, how those muscles are relaxing. With complete awareness, very slowly take it up and down 10 times. Once you have finished 10 rounds, then bring the hands very slowly to the side. Bring the hands very slowly to the side. And once you have finished, bring the hands to the side and then very gently fold both the legs, feet flat on the ground, knees facing the ceiling. And now pay attention and notice any difference between the right side of the body and the left side of the body. Is there any difference between the right side and the left side? Can you feel the right side feels a little closer to the ground or not? Are they both at the same level? Do you feel right side is relaxing a little better than the left side as of now, or is it the same? Compare. Then very slowly turn to your side. Turn on your stomach. And the hand position must be like this. Your chin is on the ground. The elbows are a little wider apart. The palm and the fingers are a little closer. So the elbows are a little outside, fingers are a little closer. Now in this, the palms are facing the ground, back of the palm is facing the ceiling. Now in this, very slowly, while breathing in, initiate the movement from the shoulder and let the elbow come up. And then let it go down. Slowly. Second round, lift it a little more so that right up to the wrist, you can feel the movement and then very slowly bring it back. Now when you're raising the hand up like this, can you feel any movement or contraction flowing down the spine? And then very slowly bring it down. 10 times. Only the right hand, 10 times. Feel the movement down the spine, the contraction of the muscles down the spine and their relaxation when you are coming down. When you're finished 10 times, very slowly turn on your back and relax. And once again, observe how the back is on the right side as compared to the left side. Keep your legs folded and see how the back is on the right side and the left side. Just check yourself. Do you notice any difference at all? Can you feel any change between the right side and the left side? Then slowly stretch your legs out. Once again, make a cross, taking the hands above the head. Now, in this position, make sure that your hands are wide. The X must be very clear. In this position, very slowly bring the right hand and the right leg up. And then very slowly bring it back. Now, when you're bringing both of them up, see what happens to the lumbar vertebrae. Can you feel any movement there? Can you feel any movement down from the shoulder to the side of the spinal cord? Bring it down very slowly. When you're bringing it slowly, try to bring both the hand and the leg to the ground simultaneously. But whatever you try, one of them will touch the ground faster than the other. See which one is it. And the one which touches the ground first will also be the one that will raise from the ground first. See whether this is happening. 10 rounds, both right hand and right leg up. You don't have to take it very high. Take a little bit up, feel the effect on the back of the lumbar region, and then bring it down. Start. Feel the effect on the back of the muscles. Once you're finished, you can bring the hands by the side and take some rest. Once you've taken some rest, once again get back to the same position. And this time, you will lift the right hand first. Then when the right hand is coming down, the right leg will come up. When the right leg is coming down, the right hand will go up. When the right hand is coming down, the right leg will go up. And when you're alternating between these two, See what happens on the lumbar region, what happens on the shoulder region. Is the movement felt different from what you felt before? Pay very close attention. Hand first, then leg. Alternate. When one is coming up, the other is going down. Feel the difference in the movement at the back side, near the shoulder, along the spinal cord, at the lumbar region. What happens to the lumbar vertebrae? Again, when you're finished, bring the hands to the side and take some rest. Once you've taken rest, once again back to position, same way. But this time, push the right leg a little more on the outside. Push the right leg a little further on the outside and then lift only the right leg. Lift only the right leg and see what difference you can feel at the lower lumbar region. 10 times and then relax. Once you're finished, once again fold your legs and check on the difference between the right side and the left side. What you can make up. And then very slowly turn on your tummy and come back to that same position with the only difference. The hands are the same way. The left cheek is on the ground. The face is facing, the eyes are facing the right elbow. In this position, lift at the elbow level 10 times and then keep the forehead and then lift 10 times. Then keep the right cheek and lift 10 times. And compare the effort and the difference in each one. Which one is the easiest? Make sure you note the difference as to which one is the easiest. So left cheek on the ground, eyes are facing the right elbow, and then lift the right elbow from the shoulder. Effort must come from the shoulder. And the movement must go right up to the wrist, correct? Very good. And see what is the effort so that you can compare the effort when you keep your forehead down and when you keep your right cheek down. Bring it down slowly. Let the coming down be really slow so that you can feel the effect. Feel the effect of the muscles along the shoulder girdle. Feel those muscles contracting when the hand is going up, relaxing when the hand is coming down. Forehead on the ground, okay? Not cheeks, forehead. The hand has to be a little further away from the head. Hand has to be a little further away. Correct. Correct, Deepa. No, it's okay. Yeah. Once you're finished, you can relax by bringing the hands on the side, but continue to lie on your stomach. So we have to repeat one more movement. And if you had noticed your efforts carefully, between the three, you will find that when you keep the left cheek and raise the right elbow, the effort is the least, and it is the maximum when you are keeping the right cheek on the ground. When the eyes are facing the opposite direction, then the effort seems to be a little more than otherwise. Just check whether this is the case in your own experience or what you felt. And now, for the first time, your fingers will also raise from the ground. So you'll be keeping your chin on the ground, and in this position, very slowly, you will bring the right leg and the right hand up, and your eyes will follow the right fingers when it is going up and when it is coming down. Now, when it is going up, there will be a contraction of the muscles along the back completely from the top to the bottom. And when you're coming down very slowly, those muscles will relax nicely. Be in complete awareness of what happens on the back side and then continue 10 times and then turn on your back and relax. Eyes must follow the fingers. That is important. Eyes must follow the fingers. Adjust the effort to suit your own comfort. Don't go beyond where it is comfortable. The moment you feel uncomfortable, you are doing more than what you should do. Reduce the movement. Be comfortable, be relaxed. Turn on your back and relax, and fold your leg and see how the right side and the left side are feeling. If you can, just turn around and get up and walk a little bit inside the room and see whether you can make any difference when you're walking between your right side and your left side. Do you notice any change or any difference between the two sides when you're walking? A few steps inside the room and then you can come back and lie down. We will be repeating the movements on the left side now. So get back to your cross position on the back and very gently lift the left hand up 10 times. Very gently lift the left hand up from the shoulder level. The lifting must happen from the shoulder muscles. And see what happens to the shoulder muscles when you're lifting up. And when you're bringing it down, what happens to those muscles? They should be relaxing while coming down, contracting while going up. Breathe in while taking the hand up, breathe out while bringing the hand down. Once you've completed, bring the hands to the side and then fold the leg up and see whether the left side is feeling any different now. Now turn on your tummy. You know how to keep your hands now. You will lift the left hand at the elbow level and allow the movement to go all the way up to the wrist. Fingers will continue to remain on the ground. Fingers will continue to remain on the ground, palms facing the ground, back of the hand facing the ceiling. And when you're lifting the hand up, feel the contraction of muscles along the shoulder girdle. And when you're bringing it down, feel those muscles relaxing nicely. Pay complete awareness. And when you're repeating the movement, try and see if you can reduce any effort in the way you're trying to lift it up. Can you feel something that you can do which will reduce the effort, make the muscles work a little less? The effort that you do is a little less, but you still raise the hand to the same level. That's called reducing the effort. With awareness, try to reduce your effort. Whatever little you can reduce, try and reduce. Then turn on your back, fold your legs and check how the left side is now feeling in comparison with the right side. Then stretch your legs back. Once again, come back into the cross position. And now you will raise the right hand and the left hand and the left leg together. Left hand and left leg together. 10 times, and then bring the hands to the side and relax. Coming down has to be very slow with complete awareness. And now when you're lifting it, pay attention to what happens to the muscles in the lumbar region. What happens to the lumbar vertebrae? Are they coming up from the ground or are they staying put on the ground? Pay complete attention. From the hand near the shoulder girdle, along the spinal cord, the muscles contract. Feel them. Feel them completely. When you're raising the left leg, is there anything happening on the right side of the back? On the pelvic region? Pay attention to try and see what happens. After 10 rounds, bring the hands very slowly to the side and fold your legs and check how the left side is now feeling. Wonderful. Great. From here, I can feel as though, at least for those where the position is very clearly visible, that the body seems to be more relaxed and more of the body is touching the ground now. Now we'll alternate, go back to the position. First, the left hand will come up, and then when it is coming down, the left leg will go up. And then you will alternate and compare the efforts of the lower lumbar region and the shoulder region when you're doing the alteration. See the difference that you can feel. Once you've completed, once again fold your leg and see what changes you can notice on the left side now. With the practices now, more of the back must be touching the ground, more of the vertebrae must be touching the ground. Feel it. Then once again, stretch your legs out, hands behind in the cross. And now you'll stretch the left leg out a little wider. And then lift only the left leg up. And lift only the left leg up. And see what difference it makes in the lower lumbar region. And also on the right side of the back. Does it do anything on the right side? When you're lifting the leg up, are the lumbar vertebrae coming up from the ground or are they continuing to stay in the ground? Once you have rested, very slowly turn on your stomach. Bring the hands in the same position like before. And now you will first keep the right cheek on the ground and lift the left elbow up. Right cheek on the ground. Eyes are facing the left hand. Correct. Correct. Then after 10 rounds, forehead on the ground after taking some rest. First complete 10 rounds, take some rest, then forehead on the ground, then left cheek on the ground. And see the difference in the effort. When you have completed, keep the hands on the side so I know you have finished. Once you've relaxed, you will bring the hands back in the same position, and then you will lift. This time the fingers will also come up. You will lift the left hand and the left leg. The eyes will follow the fingers of the left hand. Eyes will follow the fingers of the left hand. When it goes up, the eyes will go up along with it. When you're taking the hand down, it will go down along with it. Chin on the ground. Yes. I'm sorry, you should bring the head also up. My apologies. Bring the head also up. When you're lifting the hand up, let the head also come up. Eyes follows. Sorry. Correct. When you're finished, stretch the hand straight above the head. Bring the legs closer together. And then I'll tell you what is to be done. Now, we'll do a corresponding yogic posture. So the hands are straight above the head, palms facing down, back of the hand, above facing the ceiling, legs are closer together. Now, in this, lift the head up, hands up, both the legs up. Head up, hands up, both the legs up. Naukasana on the stomach. Breathing in when you're coming up, breathing normally, holding the posture, then come down. Hold as long as you are comfortable. Repeat 2 more times. Try and hold a little longer. Try and hold a little longer. You don't have to come up too much, but try to hold a little longer. And then slowly turn on your back. And once again, fold your legs and see how the back on the left side and right side are. Are they both equally relaxed now? See the difference. Is more of the vertebrae touching the ground now. Now we'll also do a forward bending movement called Naukasana in the yogic posture. So keep both the hands by the side of the body, fingers pointing towards the toes. Now in this position, bring the hands up, legs up, head up. Legs are about 15 feet above, 15 centimeters above the ground. Fingers are at the same level as the toes. Eyes are looking at the toes. Breathing in while coming up. Breathing in while coming up, breathing out while going down, breathing normally to hold the pose. Breathe normally to hold the pose. One more time. Very good. Hold the pose. Breathing normally, hold the pose. Breathing normally, hold the pose. Very good. Relax. Now the last time, I'm going to try and make you hold for 30 seconds. I'll give you count for 30. If you feel uncomfortable, immediately release and come down. Number one. Number two, if you have any neck related problem, don't hold for a long time, release. Only those who are otherwise comfortable will try and hold for 30. Those who have any discomfort will release faster. Start coming up. Breathing in, come up and start breathing normally. Start. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Very slowly breathing out, come down. Slowly come down. Slowly come down. Wonderful. Now relax. Very slowly turn to one. First of all, check your body now once again. How does the back feel? How relaxed is the right side and the left side of the body is? How much of the vertebrae is touching the ground? And then turn to one side very slowly and sit up. Sit in a meditative posture. Once again, make your statement of purpose for chanting Om. I'm doing it, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all negative influences, external viruses and antibodies. Take a deep breath in for chanting Om. Peace invocations. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Rub your hands nicely when they are warm. Then keep them on your eyes. Then gently open your eyes. Hari Om. That's it. Now let me know how you feel when you're walking around today. How is the leg feeling? How is the back of the body feeling? Whether you feel more relaxed, whether you need to repeat this once more, or we don't have to repeat, let me know how it is. Based on your feedback, we'll either repeat it or we'll not repeat it. Thank you. Bye.